Master Guide, Resolving Credit Block on Sales Order Tickets. 1. Executive Summary and Business Context. 1. The business scenario. A credit block ticket typically arises when a customer service representative, CSR, attempts to save a sales order, but the system prevents further processing, delivery, or goods issue due to credit checks. The status of the order changes, blocking logistics execution. Typical user complaint: I cannot create a delivery for sales order 12,345. It says credit hold or credit limit exceeded. 1. 2. The consultant's role. Your job is not merely to remove the block. Unblocking without analysis is a compliance risk. Your role is to 1. Diagnose why the block happened. Legitimate risk versus system error. 2. Validate the calculation of credit exposure. 3. Facilitate the correct resolution. Release versus credit limit increase versus payment collection. 4. Optimize the configuration if the block was a false positive. 2. Architectural fundamentals. How SAP decides to block. To troubleshoot, you must understand the engine. SAP SD Credit Management acts as a gatekeeper between sales, SD, and finance, FI. 2. 1. The logic flow. When a user hits Save on a sales order, VA01, the system triggers the following logic chain. 1. Check Customer Master. Is this customer assigned to a Credit Control Area, CCA? Is credit management active? 2. Check Risk Category. What is the risk profile of this customer? Example: high risk, low risk, new customer. 3. Check Credit Group. What transaction is being performed? Order equals 01, delivery equals 02, goods issue equals 03. 4. Execute OVA8, automatic credit control. Based on the combination of CCA plus risk category plus credit group, the system executes specific checks: static, dynamic, oldest open item, etc. 5. Result: if any check fails, the system sets a credit status, usually CMGST, to be blocked. 2. The credit exposure equation. Understanding this equation is vital for troubleshooting. The credit exposure total liability is the sum of $text total exposure equals text open orders plus text open deliveries plus text open billing docs plus text open receivables, FI, $. Open orders, orders created but not yet delivered. Open deliveries, deliveries created but not yet PGID, post goods issue. Open billing, goods issued or billed but not yet passed to accounting. Open receivables, invoices posted to FI, BSID table but not yet paid by the customer. 3. The engine room, configuration deep dive, OVA8. This is where 90% of complex support tickets are rooted. You must understand the automatic credit control settings in transaction OVA8. 3. One transaction, OVA8. This view defines the rules. Key combination, credit control area or risk category, or credit group. A. Static credit limit check. Concept: the system compares total exposure versus credit limit. The trap: if you select open orders and open deliveries in this section, the system adds them to the open receivables. Troubleshooting tip: if a user complains the customer paid yesterday, why are they blocked? Check if the system is double counting an open order that is technically meant to be closed. B. Dynamic credit limit check, the horizon check. Concept: similar to static, but it includes a time horizon example, 3 months. Logic: it ignores open orders scheduled for delivery after the horizon date. Why use it? To prevent blocking orders today for goods that won't ship, and risk credit for another year. Support scenario: a user enters an order for 6 months later. If dynamic check is OFF and static is ON, it blocks immediately. If dynamic is ON with a 3-month horizon, it passes. C. Document value check. Concept: Blocks the order if the specific order value exceeds a certain amount, regardless of the customer's total credit limit. Use case: preventing a junior CSR from accidentally entering a $1 million order instead of a $100 order. D. Critical fields. Concept: triggers a block if credit-sensitive fields, like payment terms, are changed in the sales order. Support scenario: a savvy sales representative tries to bypass a block by changing payment terms to cash on delivery and then changing it back. This check prevents that manipulation. E. Oldest open item. Concept: blocks the order not because of the limit, but because the customer has an unpaid invoice that is too old. Configuration: you define the max open items % and days in arrears. Support scenario: customer has $1 million credit limit and only used $10K. Why blocked? Answer: they have a $5 invoice that is 90 days overdue. 4. Step-by-step troubleshooting guide, the hands-on protocol. When the ticket lands in your queue, follow this exact protocol. Phase 1. Validation. Is it really a credit block? 1. Go to VA03. Display sales order. 2. Enter the order number. 3. Check status. Go to Header, Status. 4. Look for the credit status field, VBUKCMGST or VBUKCMGS. Status A, approved or passed. Status B, blocked. This is your issue. Status D, released. Status blank. Credit check not performed. Config issue. Phase 2. The why. Analysis. 1. Stay in VA03. 2. Go to Environment. Changes. Check if the credit status changed recently. 3. Go to Extras. Credit Management. Or Item. Status depending on GUI version. 4. Critical step. Review the credit check log. In the order, go to Environment, Logs, Credit Management. This log is the black box. It will tell you exactly which check failed. Example output: static limit exceeded or oldest open item overdue. Phase 3. Data analysis, the math. Now you need to verify if the log is telling the truth. For ECC, traditional SAP. 1. Go to FD33, Customer Credit Master Display. 2. Enter Customer and Credit Control Area. 3. Check Status View. Look at the credit limit versus credit exposure. 4. Check Payment History View. Look for oldest open item. For S or for HANA, FSCM. 1. Go to UK MBP. 2. Navigate to the Credit Profile and Credit Segment data tabs. 3. Check the credit limit and utilization. Phase 4. Root cause determination. Compare your findings from Phase 2, Log, and Phase 3, Data. Scenario A. Genuine block. Limit, $100,000. Exposure, $105,000. Conclusion: system is behaving correctly. Business decision required: increase limit or collect cash. Scenario B. The ghost exposure. Technical issue. Limit, $100,000. Real exposure. Manual sum of open items, $80,000. System exposure, FD33, $110,000. Conclusion: data inconsistency. The info structures, S066 or S067, are corrupted. Fix: run program, RVKRED77, reorganize credit data. Warning: this locks tables run only during off hours. Scenario C. The oldest open item surprise. Limit, $1 million. Exposure, $0. Block, yes. Conclusion: the customer has a tiny invoice from 2 years ago that was never cleared. 6. Ask finance to clear the residual item or have the customer pay it. 5. Resolution strategies. As a consultant, you provide the solution options to the business. Option 1. The tactical release, VKM3. If the business wants to ship the order despite the credit issues, example, strategic customer, use the credit release tool. Transaction, VKM3, sales documents, or VKM1, blocked SD documents. Action, select the sales order. Click the green flag, release. Save. Consultant note, this does not fix the underlying issue. It is a one-time override. The next order will block again. Option 2. Master Data Adjustment, FD32, or UKMBP. If the customer's business volume has grown, their limit is legitimately too low. Action. Request the credit manager to increase the credit limit in the master data. Option 3. Financial Clearing, F32. If the block is due to overdue invoices that have actually been paid but not cleared in SAP. Action. Contact the AR, Accounts Receivable, team to perform account clearing in FI. Option 4. Reorganization, Technical Fix. If the exposure is wrong, scenario B above. Action. Run RVKRED77, ECC, or UKMRVKRED77, S or 4HANA, to recalculate the credit values based on the active documents in the database. 6. Advanced Concepts and S or 4 HANA changes, crucial for modern experts. To be a hands-on expert, you must understand how the world has changed with S or 4 HANA. 6. 1. The death of SD credit, FD32. In S or 4 HANA, the classic SD credit management FD32, FD33 is obsolete. It is replaced by SAP FSCM, Financial Supply Chain Management, Credit Management. 6. 2 key differences in S or 4 HANA. 1. Master data, FD32, is gone. You now use Transaction BP, Business Partner, role UKM000, Credit Management. 2. Architecture. The credit check no longer happens purely in SD. SD calls the FSCM module, which can even reside on a different server, via a web service or internal RFC. 3. Case Management S or 4 HANA introduces Documented Credit Decisions, DCD. When an order is blocked, it creates a case, DCD, in FSCM, where the credit analyst can review, write notes, and approve or reject. This replaces VKM3 for many advanced users. 4. Calculation. It uses UKMITEM tables instead of S066 or S067. 6. 3. Configuring S or 4 HANA credit. You still use OVA8. However, you must activate the BAD, Business Add-in UKMR3ACTIVATE. In OVA8, the SAP Credit Management checkbox must be flagged to redirect the check to FSCM 7. Technical Consultant Notes, Debugging and Tables. If you need to talk to an ABA per or debug it yourself, you need this data. 7. 1 Important Tables, VBAK, Header Data. Field, CMGST, Credit Status. VBAP, Item Data. LIKP, Delivery Header. Field CMGST, KNKK, ECC. Customer Master Credit Control Area Data. KNKK, KLIMK, Credit Limit. KNKKSK, FOR, Total Receivables. KNKKSSOBL, Open Sales Orders. UKMBPCMSSGM, S or 4. Credit Segment Data for Business Partner. 7. 2 Important User Exits or bad eyes. Sometimes standard logic isn't enough. Clients may want custom logic. Example. Don't check credit if the order type is ZVIP. LVKMPFZ1. User exit for credit checks. USERCREDITCHECK1. Called if you select User 1 in OVA8. USERCREDITCHECK2. Called if you select User 2 in OVA8. LVKMPTZZ, useful for influencing the update of credit values. Body, BADISDCM, the modern spot for custom credit logic in S or 4 HANA. 7. 3. Debugging the credit check. If you are debugging, set a breakpoint in function module, SDORDERCREDITCHECK. This is the main driver. CHECK performs the calculation. 8. Common gotchas and pro tips. Gotcha 1. The item category trap. Issue: this order is blocked, but it's a free of charge sample. Cause: the item category example. 10. Has the credit active flag checked in transaction VOV7. Fix: uncheck credit active for non-commercial item categories in VOV7. Gotcha 2. The taxes trap. Issue: credit limit is 100. Order is 100 plus 10 tax. Order blocks. Concept: SAP checks the gross value, including tax. Consultant view: ensure the client understands that credit limits must cover the tax liability, not just the net revenue. Gotcha 3. The delta management. Issue: a user changes a blocked order, reduces the quantity, saves it, but it stays blocked. Reason: if the order was already blocked, simply reducing the value doesn't always automatically release it depending on the OVA8 recheck settings. It often requires a redetermination in VKM3. Gotcha 4. Currency fluctuation. Issue: customer is in EUR, credit control area is in USD. Exchange rate changes. Result: a customer who was at 99% utilization yesterday is at 101% today, purely due to Forex rates. Fix: regular maintenance of exchange rates, OB08, and running RVKRED77 periodically to update credit exposure values in the CCA currency. 9. Summary checklist for the consultant. Before closing the ticket, run this mental checklist. 1. Did I identify the specific check, static, dynamic, oldest item that failed? 2. Is the credit exposure value in the system accurate, or is it a data glitch? 3. Are there open deliveries that are stuck or old that are hogging the credit limit? 4. Did I check if the item category is relevant for credit? 5. If S or 4 HANA, did I check the BP credit segment in UKM BP? 6. Did I explain the root cause to the business, not just release the order? 10. Detailed configuration walkthrough. OVA8. The how-to. To be a true expert, you must be able to configure OVA8 blindfolded. Let's break down the fields in OVA8 that control the behavior during a credit block scenario. 10. 1. Check credit limit section. Credit limit, static or dynamic. Reaction: A. Warning: user sees a pop-up but can save. B. Error: user cannot save. C. Warning plus value details. D. Message: user can save, but status is set to blocked. Most common setting: status or block. If you do not check this box, the system will issue the warning message but will not actually set the status CMGST to B. The order will flow to delivery. Always ensure this is checked if you want to stop the process. 10. 2. Open orders or delivery section. Open orders checks all orders not yet delivered. Expert note: if you have a high volume of forward orders for next year, checking this box in a static check is dangerous. It kills the customer's credit line immediately. Use dynamic check instead. Open deliveries checks deliveries not yet PGID. Expert note: essential to check. Once a delivery is created, the stock is reserved and the risk is high. Open items checks the FIAR balance. Expert note: this is the base of all checks. Almost always checked. 10. 3. Seasonality factor. Field: season. Factor: usage. You can define that during Christmas season, the credit limit for customers in this group is implicitly increased by 20%. Why know this? If a block occurs in January but didn't occur in December, with the same values, this hidden configuration might be the culprit. 11. Interview or client prep. How to sound like an expert. If you are explaining this to a client or in an interview, don't say, "I will check why it is blocked." Do say, "I will analyze the credit log to see if the block was triggered by the static limit, the dynamic horizon, or an oldest open item check. Then I will reconcile the exposure against the open deliverables." Don't say, "I will use FD32 if on S or 4 HANA." Do say, "Since we are on S or 4 HANA, I will check the credit segment data in the business partner transaction and review any documented credit decisions (DCDs) in FSCM." This level of detail, vocabulary, and structural understanding distinguishes a support consultant from a solution architect.